spend 24 hours in New Orleans.
You hated that, didn't you?
Take me off the vlog! I refuse to be on the vlog!
Whoa. One of my good friends, Brian, is having a birthday, and part of his birthday is a bachelor list party, which is a great idea. He told himself if he turned a certain age and he didn't have kids or he wasn't married yet, him and his brothers made a pact that he would have a bachelor list party. And that's exactly what he's doing. And I was able to score a cheap ticket using credit card points to get me to New Orleans. So guess what, y'all? I'm going to the NOLA, y'all. Just got to New Orleans, and this is the hotel. Pretty chill. On the 18th floor, overlooking someone else's windows. There are people in there too. So I gotta make sure I leave all of the blinds and windows open when I get out of the shower. You know, give them something to... That feels indecent, but can it be indecent if I'm inside? Like, isn't it indecent for you to look? This bathroom is massive. Let me show you this bathroom really quick. It echoes. This is bigger than all of SteveRV. Like, this bathroom is the size of SteveRV, honestly. This is beds. Waffles' bed goes right there. I sleep here. JJ sleeps here. This is the bathroom, the closet, the refrigerator, the sofa that turns into a bed, the stove and the convection oven, and then this is the front. So I think I might sleep in the bathroom for my entirety of the trip just so I can get prepared of getting back into SteveRV. It's been a little bit since I've been home, and I'm looking forward to being home, but I'm also looking forward to being in New Orleans. If you've been to New Orleans, sound off in the comments. Like, what do you typically go do? What do you eat? What's your favorite thing? I don't know if I'm gonna see it by the time I get to do those things, but hopefully they match up with some of the things that you like to do. Because I work for a company that shipped food, I know a lot of spots in New Orleans because they ship with the company that I worked for. So, you know, I'm gonna go to get a po' boy, I'm gonna get the beignets, I'm gonna do the traditional things. Right now, I'm gonna get some food, meet up with the bachelor gang, the bachelorless gang. I'm gonna meet up with Brian and the homies. What?
I thought we were taking a picture.
It's his birthday.
We are out. What do we got? We picked this guy right now.
Peach hard seltzers? I mean, when you're in the South. So I took video in my room and I showed you guys that bathroom. Just thinking, I'm like, oh, the bathroom's nice. And I'm like, Brian, do you have a long ass bathroom? And he quietly goes, no. And I'm like, why don't you have a long bathroom? And he humbly says, because I'm in a suite. So this is two chandeliers with, I've never seen a dining room table.
Man, they got a good view.
I've never seen a dining room table in a hotel before.
It's completely unnecessary, but yeah.
Oh, snap. Oh, this is, did you book this on purpose? This is out of,
It's just like an upgrade thing, basically.
oh my god, because you stay in so many hotels.
Yeah.
This is nice, man.
But no, I didn't pay for this.
Oh.
I would never pay for this.
This is crazy.
Yeah.
What do we got? Yeah, you got a regular size bathroom. You got a size, your bathroom is what my bathroom should look like.
Yeah, and then they got this one over here. It's got like a big tub in it.
What?
Yeah, I know.
You can step up into the. Okay, so this is probably the footprint. This part right here is like the footprint for my bathroom.
This is your place.
So they didn't give me the bathtub or any of the other shit. They just gave me a long bathroom. So this feels more like pajamas than it does a tracksuit. And I don't know, I mean, I don't think I've ever had that many tracksuits on. I think I can count on one hand how many tracksuits I've worn, and they all were from when I was younger. I don't think I've owned a tracksuit as an adult. I definitely own one of those swishy material tracksuits, but these jam more like pajamas than they do a tracksuit. Check this. This isn't. I'm not gonna front. I'm cozy AF, boy.
Let's just take a pic right now. Here, hey, everybody get fuck are we doing?
Look at everybody. Look at everybody's outfit.
Picture time.
Look at everyone. Look at everyone in their tracksuits. I should have brought
Can we
sunglasses.
set up a thing on the thing and sit on the couch?
Yeah, I got it on the timer. You could do a timer. If you want.
It's like a...
Are we going in here? I think the first time that I came here was like probably 12 years ago. I had no idea what to expect, but I just knew I wanted to be here. I was 100% sober at the time, and not sober like I went through AA or had a drinking problem. I just stopped drinking at some point because I did not like the lack of control from getting drunk. So came completely sober, hung out, and it was fun. Bourbon Street was a lot. It was like a lot for someone who doesn't drink and everyone's there to drink. Then I came back a few more times. The most recent time was for comedy, where I did some shows here, pretty much went to museums, and me and JJ came and we barely spent any time on Bourbon Street. This time, however, was strictly Bourbon Street and strictly drinking. And I still don't drink, but I am not 100% sober. So I had about 2.5 drinks last night, and I found out that I have a club face. And it's just me judging. I have a judgmental club face. And thinking about it, will say that I don't think it's a judgmental club face where I don't want people to have fun. I think it's a bit of jealousy that they're just able to let loose. And I know alcohol is kind of like a primary source for letting loose, but for anybody who is slightly sober or just has the ability to go out and throw their hands in the air like they just don't care, I watch with a judgmental eye. Like I want that to be me. I think I'm having that realization now that I want that to be me, and I partially will. You know, I'll throw my hands in the air, but like not fully extend them. Like it's still bent at the elbow. Like instead of me looking like I'm having a good time, it looks like I'm swearing in to testify against someone. Today is Monday, And now, before I leave, I have my own time, and I wanted to go to Parkway Bakery and Tavern, and it is closed. I missed it. They've been around since 1911, serving po' boys of all different types, and I missed it. Now, I've had Parkway Tavern before because I worked for a company called Goldbelly, and we shipped Parkway Tavern. And I mean, I got it in the office, and I also had it shipped to my house so that I can make it on my own. And I enjoyed it both times. But I wanted to eat one there, and now I cannot. So now I have to find another po' boy. And I'm not saying that as like a complaint, like, oh no, I gotta find another. I mean, it's New Orleans. I'm gonna find another one. What I'm gonna do now is go to Mother's. Mother's is another restaurant in New Orleans, also famous. I mean, I think every restaurant in New Orleans is famous, really. But it is something that I've also had shipped, and I haven't eaten today, and it is probably about 2 o'clock. I'm starting to get hungry. Editing is almost done, and then I have time to kill before tonight. Tonight, the reason I stayed here and most of the party is gone. One of my good friends, one of my close friends, my man 50 Grand, he is part of my crew. We have been friends for a very long time. I started comedy with a small crew of Mike Eltringham, which you've met, Pete Bladell, which you've met, Lafayette Wright, which you haven't met yet, but you are going to meet at some point along this journey, and Brian Parisi. Brian Parisi, we were roommates at one point. We've gone to a million things together. We've traveled the road. Brian is an Emmy award-winning writer, and being the good person that he is, he brought me to the Emmys with him. Oh, amazing. So it's a surprise. Stick around, find out why I stayed here an extra night. Editing complete, and now it is finally time to eat. I waited entirely too long, so now I am starving. So, can I get that? Roast beef po' boy, a May filet gumbo, cup please, and then a cup of crawfish etouffee.
I'm glad you said that because I was about to tell you to try it. Anything else?
That is it.
Don't wait by the cabinets. We're going to call your name when it's ready, okay?
Appreciate it. Shout out to the Marines.
Less of the extra, that would just stays in it.
I got the goods. So I've had Mother's sent to me, and all of the times that I've come here, I've never gone to Mother's, and I did not know that it was so heavily based in Marine Corps history, which solidifies the decision to come here. Maybe the universe was just like, Parkway is gonna be closed because a Marine needs to go hang out where the Marines eat. Oorah! the goods. And I am super excited. So in this bag, we have a half of roast beef po' boy. Feels light. I don't know why it feels so light. Feels like there's nothing in here. We have oh, this is, you make it yourself. Okay. So that's the roast beef. This is crawfish etouffee. This is jambalaya. Flatware. So I got some condiments. More flatware, condiments. I got ketchup, Crystal's hot sauce. Only 2 Crystal's hot sauce, ketchup. I don't know if you guys know this about me. I don't typically rock with ketchup. Got a couple of things of salt, fistful of napkins. Yeah, more Crystals. And then I went and got a water. Okay, first up we have, let's see, what is this? The jambalaya. Ooh. Giant pieces of sausage in here. Smoked sausage. Great flavor, still has some give to it. It doesn't feel like it's overcooked where it like disintegrates in your mouth as soon as you eat it. Got a nice piece of chicken breast. Same goes for that. Tender, not dry. Really well seasoned. I will be putting hot sauce in that though. So, jambalaya is good. This is crawfish etouffee, which is crawfish, what comes with a little bit of rice under it. So let's give it a little mix. Get some crawfish. This definitely smells like a good seafood. So I'm seeing onion, a green onion, some celery. Let's get it. Ooh, that is really good. Definitely want to kick up the spice a little bit. This is, I don't know what, people do this all the time. My camera doesn't focus and refocus, so that really doesn't do anything. Plus I'm black and wearing all black. But this is the crawfish etouffee, still piping hot. I walked fast to get this back here. So this is how the bread comes. I 1000% think that they assemble it when you're there, but because I'm walking in, this roast beef is, wait, it comes with roast beef and mayo and some fixins on here.
For the fixins.
So it's 2 types of roast beef. Did not know that. In addition to this roast beef, I have kind of like a roasted and an au jus. So let's taste this first, because I know what just plain roast beef tastes like. Ooh. Yes, sir. I should have ate this there. I don't even know how to assemble this without making a giant mess. So I'm gonna just lay this across here. Also, I don't know how you guys feel about it, but I like a little mayo. I don't know. You guys put mayo on your sandwiches? Are there certain sandwiches you don't use mayo for? Obviously like a peanut butter and jelly, but are you mayo people for your sandwich? So in here is 2 types of roast beef, pickles, that is cabbage and not lettuce. It is dripping. I'm gonna take this first bite and I'm gonna let you know right now, camera goes off. Camera goes off, sleeves roll up. I might take my shirt fully off. I might get bucket naked in here and just, you know, bite a little bit, rub a little bit on my body. This gonna get nasty. So let me taste this on camera and then I'm gonna go in. No. Oh, with the pickle, I think there is mayo in here. It's crazy. That's crazy. I should have eaten this here. The other two are good for to-go orders, but this one, you know how we work. A sandwich tastes better when someone else's hands make it. And essentially, I had to make this sandwich. They gave me all the ingredients, but there's no difference from this and then what I got shipped to me, except for I didn't have to heat it up. I should have let them make this, but I'm still enjoying it. I'm about to get into it. I'll be back.
Right here, NXT. Right here.
Brandon Kikowski just debuted in NXT.
Welcome to the Smoothie King Center, where the performance never ends. Your confidence and safety are important.
You can't always post the victories. Sometimes you got to put those L's online. Part of being here was to go see that surprise. And that surprise was a WWE event because my friend works there. And unfortunately, I go to the box office and there is no ticket there. I don't know. Pride got in the way. And I'm not mad. I'm not mad at my boy Brian at all. I'm not completely let down. I think the pride is the thing of going through the whole process, going to the box office and just saying, hey, I got a ticket that was left here for me, explaining who left me the ticket, and then having them tell me on 2 separate occasions, no, there's no ticket for you. And I was just like, oh, that hurt. It did. I'm not going to pretend like it didn't, because I took a car to the Smoothie King Arena to see the event. And now, it's just a cold, windy walk home. Cold, windy walk back to the hotel. And I'm going to see Brian later tonight. We're going to hang out. And I mean, like I said, not mad at my boy. He tried. So I wasn't able to get in contact with Brian, calling him, and he can't answer. And then I just texted him that, hey, I'm going to just head back to the hotel. Text me when you get out, and I'll meet up with you guys. Another comedian from New York City also works on the show, so it'll be good to see him. I haven't seen him in a while since I've been gone, and even before I was gone, he was just like busy, and we were on separate schedules. It's going to be good to see him. So tonight's not a complete loss. All right, well, this looks like I got a late text with a reference number and asking me to come back and give that reference number to the box office. This might work out, or your boy might take a hit to his pride 2 times in a row. And honestly, I think I might need it. I'm not saying that you need to be checked by the universe, but life lessons, you know what I mean? I think me years ago would have been upset. I'd have been big mad. I'm going to check again. And then if it doesn't work, then it just doesn't work. I get to watch a lot of YouTube videos, but I don't often get to watch HGTV. And you know how your boy feel about House Hunters, especially House Hunters International. Come on. So regardless of what happens, it's a win. Will I watch wrestling? Maybe. Will I watch HGTV? Maybe. It's 50-50. Doesn't sound like either one of those are a loss, though.
That's great. I'm really happy to hear that. Because last week, I thought we were all going to see a big champion fall. But this week, he's standing here in front of me.
Oh my goodness. These are my last moments in New Orleans. And let me say, hell of a night. I couldn't even get it on camera. I didn't get it on camera out of respect for the people that I was with, but I was at a bar listening to music. Everything was dope. Then all of a sudden, we go back to this bar that we had been to previously with Brian. Tracksuits look like this. I'm meeting Brian's coworkers, and it's dope, you know? All of his coworkers are super duper cool. Like, coworkers shouldn't be this cool, but then you remember that it is professional wrestling and not an office job. So, you know, shout out to James. James is a professional wrestler who moved to the entertainment side back, or he moved from the entertainment side to the back writing side. Awesome dude. If you watch this, James, you're the man. So we go into this bar. James and Brian are just like, yo, we're going to the bar that all the wrestlers are going to. And I was just like, okay, out of respect, good times. They don't want to just like be in the background of someone's goofy vlog. Not saying this is a goofy vlog. I love it to death. But just trying to play it down where I'm like, yeah, you know, I'm gonna be chill. I'm not gonna pull my camera out. So out of respect for the parties involved, I'm not gonna mention any names and like who was there, but get into the bar. We had party there before. They roped off a section and we just beeline for that section. And I'm thinking, especially as a stand-up comedian, who like sometimes I'm in rooms that I should be in, but just not yet. And this is completely different because I'm never gonna be a professional wrestler. I'm not trying to be. It is really hard and I'm old. But we beeline for the little VIP section and I'm just like, I gotta be chill. I'm gonna be present. I feel like this is anticlimactic because I was just like, it was a regular. It was like a good hang. Like the music was dope. It was a group called Dysfunctional who was just doing covers. It's New Orleans, so everyone's musically inclined and very talented. So they were just doing rock covers and like metal covers, and it was a vibe. And then they switched to hip hop and it was a vibe. I'm just drinking seltzers with a little bit of juice in it because it looks like an actual mixed drink. I had 2.5 wines this whole weekend, and that was enough for me. Just spent the last like 2 hours just like kicking it with the people who I just watched wrestle, and not how I thought I was gonna end my time in New Orleans at all. At all. This went from things potentially being disappointing to things being well past my expectations. It is like 2 a.m. I fly out tomorrow. I've already asked for a late checkout. I'm gonna lay down and prepare myself to reunite with JJ tomorrow. The homie Waffles. More so JJ than Waffles. Listen. Love the little buddy. But sometimes he's very mean to me. He's very mean to me. Thank you guys for tuning in. Being in New York City really helped, like reuniting with the homies after starting the channel and like listening to them tell me that they watch, that they're consuming, and that they're enjoying it. Seeing people reference moments from the vlogs has been dope. And my family and my friends
My loved ones is who I started it for. And if you've joined since then you are now my family, friends, and loved one. So I appreciate you being here. It's been dope. It's small but mighty, you know what I mean? Thank you guys for tuning in. Subscribe if you can subscribe. And hit the like button, notification bell, all of those things. Come back. Like I say, if you are here for the first time, welcome. If you've been here before, welcome. You are both appreciated. At the end of the day,